then right around that time, that's when you and 50 Cent became a thing.
Yes.
Okay. So then, how did you guys initially meet?
We met after he said the thing to Soul Train at the Soul Train Music Awards, and I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress, which I was shocked. I mean, I don't know if you go back and see my reaction. I was just kind of like, wow. Will always, like, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship.
Hold on to your seat. Folks, today we've got an explosive revelation that'll leave you in utter disbelief. 50 Cent, the rap mogul and entertainment powerhouse, has found himself at the center of a scandal like no other. The unthinkable has happened. A shocking tape, allegedly leaked by none other than his former flame Vivica Fox, has surfaced. But this isn't just any tape. It's rumored to feature 50 Cent in a compromising situation with his secret boyfriend. But how did this bombshell footage come to light? And what does this mean for 50 Cent's career and personal life? Join us as we dive deep into this jaw-dropping story, uncovering every twist and turn in this saga of fame, betrayal, and scandal. You won't want to miss a second of this. But before we go further, don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's dive in. Vivica Fox is dropping some bombshell allegations about 50 Cent, claiming he's been living a secret life that's got everyone buzzing. You'd think 50 Cent, known for calling out other rappers with double lives, would be above such rumors. But Vivica says she has evidence. According to her, there's speculation that 50 is secretly part of the LGBTQ+ community. Can you believe it? It's like a scene straight out of a daytime talk show. And, of course, 50 Cent isn't staying quiet. He's firing back, accusing Vivica of trying to ruin his reputation. This drama is about to get messier than a tornado in a trailer park. So hold on tight because it's going to be a wild ride. Now, here's the backstory. 50 Cent and Vivica Fox are at it again, throwing major shade at each other. Can you believe it's been over 2 decades since their breakup? And they're still acting like it happened yesterday? Let's rewind to the early 2000s. Back in the day, 50 Cent did Vivica real dirty. He didn't just break up with her. He dumped her on the radio after just 8 months. Cold, right? No wonder Vivica's still holding that grudge. Interestingly, in 2003, these two unlikely lovebirds are making headlines. 50 Cent was the rough and tough rapper, and Vivica was Hollywood's darling. Talk about an odd pair. But hey, opposites attract, right? Things got really interesting when 50 Cent couldn't resist commenting on Vivica's dress at the BET Award, saying, "For all of these beautiful people in here, I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress, too." Vivica was swooning, and people swear that was the moment she caught feelings. Next thing you know, they're getting all cozy and bam, they're officially an item. Fast forward to the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, and they hit the red carpet hand in hand, making it crystal clear to everyone that they were together. No more speculations, no more guessing games. These two were the real deal. Let's dive into the glow-up of 50 Cent and Vivica Fox, the power couple of the early 2000s. 50 Cent was dominating the music scene with his album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', selling an astonishing 12 million copies worldwide. Meanwhile, Vivica Fox was shining in Hollywood, starring in blockbuster hits like Independence Day, Set It Off, Soul Food, Two Can Play That Game, and Kill Bill. They were the ultimate power couple, basking in the limelight. Vivica was head over heels for 50 Cent, and who could blame her? He treated her like royalty. For her birthday, he filled her entire house with her favorite flowers, Casablancas and gardenias. She gushed. He's very romantic, like a big teddy bear. He's sweet, kind, and gives the best hugs.
But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias. And literally a van pulled up.
50 Cent seemed just as smitten with Vivica. Rumor has it he was even planning to propose. Was he in love with her? Very much so. Vivica later found out he wanted to propose with a stunning 12-carat engagement ring. But things took a turn. Instead of proposing, he turned the ring into a pair of earrings because Vivica made him angry. Talk about drama. Their love story, which started with so much promise, quickly fell apart. They had zero privacy, constantly living under the scrutiny of the public eye. Having your personal life splashed across tabloids is tough for anyone. Adding to the pressure was their age gap. Vivica was in her late 30s, while 50 Cent was just 27 and still figuring things out. Things got messier with 50 Cent's inability to keep their relationship details private. He was always in the limelight, and Vivica wasn't having it. No one wants their personal moments turned into public gossip. Imagine dealing with that kind of immaturity at 27. Their relationship, which went public too fast and lacked privacy, was doomed from the start. In the end, their romance fizzled out quicker than a sparkler on the 4th of July. It's no wonder their relationship, once the epitome of couple goals, collapsed under the weight of fame, age differences, and lack of privacy. On the 4th of July, 50 Cent's love life was the talk of the town. The excitement was palpable when Vivica Fox gave the green light, hinting at intimate moments. When asked if it was thrilling, the answer was a resounding yes. The anticipation, however, didn't last long, leading to an unexpected breakup. But this wasn't a typical split. Vivica found out she'd been dumped through a radio show. After 50 Cent's European tour, their relationship began to fall apart. Things took a drastic turn after the World Music Awards. Vivica was in Baltimore, filming The Salon, when a friend, Daryl Brown, called with shocking news. 50 Cent was on the radio, announcing their breakup. Vivica was blindsided, having no idea it was over until that moment. He never gave her the courtesy of a personal conversation. Instead, he chose to broadcast their breakup to the world. Reflecting on it now, it's clear he reverted to his tough guy persona, leaving Vivica to piece together what went wrong. The breakup wasn't just a private matter. It turned into public drama. 50 Cent ghosted Vivica, disappearing without a word. He then aired their dirty laundry, accusing her of using him for fame. Yet it was he who had pursued her from the beginning. The red carpet moments, the hand-holding at award shows, all of it seemed to vanish into thin air. No one deserves such public humiliation. In an interview, 50 Cent was asked if he dumped Vivica. He revealed he simply stopped calling her. He felt her team was taking advantage of their relationship for publicity. Yet the irony is palpable. As one of the hottest names in the industry, he wasn't an easy target for such tactics. The intense publicity and constant attention became too much for their relationship to handle. The main issue was that everything went public too quickly. Rumors began swirling, making the situation even harder to manage. It was a tough lesson for both of them, especially since this was the first time Vivica had taken a relationship so public. She felt they should have taken more time to get to know each other better. Vivica Fox wasn't going to let 50 Cent damage her reputation without a fight. She was done with his antics and ready to set the record straight. She wasn't about to let him make her look like a fame chaser. So she clapped back. Vivica made it clear she wasn't using 50 for publicity and wasn't going to let him drag her name through the mud. Although their relationship didn't work out, the media attention lasted far longer than their romance. When asked why the press often vilifies women in these situations, Vivica clarified that it wasn't just the media, it was 50 Cent himself. He accused her of exploiting him for publicity, which was far from the truth. At the time, she was set to star in a film with award-winning actors and had a solid acting career of her own. Even after breaking up with Vivica, 50 Cent remained petty. He dissed her in his songs, like in Get in My Car, where he suggested he wasn't committed to her and made her look bad. The lyrics portrayed her as someone who spent her life savings on him, which wasn't true. This public humiliation was heartbreaking for Vivica. Hearing the song on the radio and being referenced negatively by 50 Cent's artist was a painful experience. Despite everything, Vivica admitted she still had feelings for him. The breakup, coupled with his public disses, was a humiliating and emotional ordeal. A few months later, 50 Cent decided to set aside their differences and reached out to Vivica to address their issues and potentially rebuild their friendship. He extended an olive branch by inviting her to appear in his music video, suggesting they put the past behind them and move forward positively. So, how did they make up? 50 Cent called her. When asked about the call, he said, "You got to stop fighting me and get in my video," to which she was surprised but accepted. They managed to reconcile and became friends again. When asked if he would ever date her again, he explained that the song was about relationships that don't work out, which intensified the song's meaning when they appeared together. But just as things were settling down between them, 50 Cent stirred the pot again. He made comments about the show Empire, where Vivica was starring at the time. True to his style, he took a jab at the show during its decline, blaming it on what he called too much gay stuff. He claimed there were 3 million fewer viewers due to the show's content, saying, "We could not take the extra gay stuff or celebrity stuff last night." This remark didn't go unnoticed, and 50 Cent faced significant backlash. He tried to defend himself, saying it must be a slow news week if people are focusing on his comments. However, Vivica wasn't going to let this slide. She clapped back, hinting at a secret involving 50 Cent and Soulja Boy. When asked about 50 Cent blaming Empire's ratings dip on too much gay stuff, she didn't hold back. Her response highlighted her determination to defend her show and her reputation, showing she wasn't afraid to expose the truth. The public drama between them continued to captivate everyone, keeping the spotlight on their complicated relationship. First of all, talk about the pot calling the kettle black. That was some serious shade thrown around. Are you insinuating something about 50 Cent? Oh my lord, this is getting juicy. Vivica Fox dropped some hints that made everyone wonder. She didn't outright say it, but it was clear something was up. Vivica mentioned a vibe cover with 50 Cent and Soulja Boy that made her question things. She reacted strongly because she was defending her friends who worked on Empire, who were disrespected by 50 Cent. In an interview, she said, "I'll voice my opinion because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I was tired of hearing the nonsense about Empire, and especially the gay storyline. I'm standing up for my friends and co-stars, Lee Daniels, Tara G.P., Henson, and Terrence Howard. I'm a stand-up kind of person, and I don't regret it." Her words put 50 Cent and Soulja Boy on the defensive. They accused her of chasing clout. Soulja Boy posted, "Everyone hit up this cougar. She's single and ready to mingle. 1-800-Granny desperate for attention." 50 Cent reposted Soulja's comment and added fuel to the fire by claiming Vivica thought he was gay because he let her lick his behind when they were dating. He wrote, "Oh no, now she thinks I'm gay because I let her lick my behind. I didn't want her to. She forced me and my hands were tied." 50 Shades of Grey. Vivica didn't back down. She posted a never-before-seen photo of 50 Cent wearing makeup with a caption, "Tell you what 50 Cent, since you keep telling that lie, I challenge you to go on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live and we can settle this. That never happened and you know it." The drama didn't stop there. Soulja Boy got dragged into the mess. There have been rumors about him being involved with 50 Cent, and Vivica stepping in to defend him was a surprise. Despite Soulja Boy calling her washed up, she still stood up for him. Vivica Fox tweeted, "Let me say this wasn't about Soulja Boy, only my ex and his antics. I apologize to Soulja Boy." This ongoing drama between 50 Cent and Soulja Boy is like a never-ending soap opera, full of twists and turns. It all started back in 2010 when they were on the cover of XXL magazine and the internet went wild. People couldn't stop talking about the vibes they were giving off, some calling it spicy and others fruity. That photo shoot had everyone buzzing with its dominant and submissive undertones. The roller coaster ride of a relationship between 50 Cent and Vivica Fox lasted nearly 2 years, but eventually they made up and moved forward. They even teamed up again briefly, but drama followed them everywhere. Vivica spilled some serious tea in her book, Every Day I'm Hustling. She didn't hold back, sharing intimate moments with 50 Cent and how she often took the lead because she enjoyed being with him. 50 Cent stirred the pot by talking about their bedroom activities, and he can't act surprised now. Vivica's revelation about initiating intimacy caused quite a stir, sparking speculation. Imagine 50 Cent, a young rapper in his 20s, with a stunning older woman by his side, not jumping at the chance to get intimate. It raised eyebrows. The rap game is known for scandals, cheating, and baby mama drama. So the fact that 50 wasn't eager to get busy with Vivica made people wonder what was going on behind closed doors. 50 Cent has a history of calling out industry figures, especially those rumored to be leading double lives. He famously targeted Diddy with allegations of secrets. While 50 Cent portrays himself as a truth teller, some suspect there's more to the story. His relentless focus on exposing closeted men, combined with Vivica's disclosure about their relationship, has sparked curiosity about whether there's more to 50 Cent's narrative. It's as if he's fixated on calling out others. But could there be aspects of his own life he's keeping under wraps? Even illness didn't stop 50 Cent. When he was in the hospital, he threw shade at Diddy, saying, "Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow." Shading someone from a hospital bed shows 50's full commitment to his beef. On The Breakfast Club, 50 Cent dropped a bomb, suggesting Diddy was fruity. This isn't the only time 50 hinted at Diddy's behavior. In another interview, 50 mentioned Diddy trying to take him shopping, which he found pretty zesty.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to him.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see
man.
that he loves me?
But see...
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay. Say you said something to...
This gossip roller coaster keeps picking up speed. The history between 50 Cent and Diddy is like a never-ending saga, with these two throwing shade for decades. So why would Diddy make moves on 50 if he thought he was straight? This head-scratcher has everyone digging for answers. But the plot thickens. Speculation is now swirling about 50 Cent and Soulja Boy having some secret dealings. Just when things couldn't get messier, Jaguar Wright enters the scene, dropping bombshells and stirring the pot. Jaguar is a Hollywood gossip guru, unafraid to spill the tea on anyone. While 50 Cent may act untouchable, Jaguar's revelations about him and Soulja Boy are scandalous and unexpected. Speaking of Soulja Boy, there's more tea. Soulja has been in the rap game since he was young, like Wheezy, and he's been through a lot. Jaguar didn't hold back, claiming Soulja Boy's experiences in the industry have been rough. She recounted an incident in New York where Soulja was found in a hallway in a compromising situation. These two have even appeared on magazine covers together, adding fuel to the fire. Respectfully, Soulja's experiences might explain his ability to call out others. The saying, "birds of a feather flock together," rings true. It's hard to believe someone could know so much about the industry's secret dealings without personal experience.
I just want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim.
The expose is popping off again.
You know, he been in the rap game since he was little, just like Wheezy.
Yeah.
And his been ran through quite a bit.
No, she didn't say that.
Whoa.
You
I
know
ain't know that information.
You don't remember when he was in New York and they called him
From one thing to
whoever
another.
his big daddy was threw him out.
Remember when Tasha K interviewed William the Baddest? Well, hold on tight because he spilled the ultimate tea about his intimate encounters with Soulja Boy. He described their time together in vivid detail, mentioning Soulja's love for certain role-playing scenarios. This shocking revelation added another layer to the already tangled web of gossip. This story is a roller coaster of emotions and secrets. Imagine being so nervous, thinking, is this really happening? Is he going to hurt me? Heart pounding, steps taken slowly, the scene unfolding. Up the stairs, heartbeat racing, and there he was, cool and casual, saying, "Hey, what's up?" A simple exchange, but the tension was palpable. Suddenly, things escalated. The realization hit hard, transitioning from a fan to something far more intimate. When he pulled it out, it was a moment of shock. Tasha, that thing was big. Skinny guys often surprise like that, but this was on another level. It wasn't just big, it had a curve. To the left, this detail, shared with such candidness, made the moment even more surreal. The seriousness of the situation set in, the fear, the shaking, wondering if this would end in violence. In certain communities, getting involved with a rapper or a straight guy could be life-threatening once reality hit them. It's a harsh truth, and many transgender women have lost their lives in similar circumstances. William didn't hold back, spilling all the steamy details of his encounters with Soulja Boy. He gave a detailed account of their intimate moments, even describing Soulja Boy's attributes with shocking specificity. It was scandalous, but in the world of rap, not entirely unexpected. Rappers love to throw shade about others' sexuality, only to have their own secrets exposed. It's like they've been setting the stage for their own drama all along. Of course, Soulja Boy wasn't gonna let this slide. He launched a full-on defense, trying to discredit William's story as quickly as possible. This scandal is just another chapter in the ever-unfolding saga of rap industry secrets where the drama never truly ends. Soulja Boy can protest all he wants, but the truth has a way of surfacing. Fans have mixed opinions. Some believe it's all nonsense, while others aren't so sure. Soulja Boy is furious, threatening lawsuits left and right. He's even roping in his lawyer, declaring, "Everybody's getting sued." It all started with a photo from 2016 that William claimed was proof of their affair. Soulja Boy, however, took to TikTok to vehemently deny everything. His live rant was intense. "Are y'all serious? I swear on my life, on everything I love, the dude is lying. God strike me down if I'm not telling the truth." Meanwhile, 50 Cent is also feeling the heat. In recent months, 2 of his exes have come forward with serious allegations. Daphne Joy, his former girlfriend and mother of his child, accused him of being physically aggressive. Now, Vivica Fox is calling him out, suggesting he has a secretive side. This is causing 50 Cent's carefully crafted image to fall apart. Fans are starting to question his integrity, wondering if he's really the good guy he claims to be. The drama swirling around him is intense, and it's hard to ignore the possibility that there might be some truth to the accusations. As the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's usually fire, and 50 Cent seems to be at the center of a blazing inferno. Guys, this situation is beyond messy, don't you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Then, check out this next video if you don't know that Ariana Grande breaks silence on quiet on set Nickelodeon allegations. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't miss the next video for more updates on this wild saga.